Now, science is commissioned by God. It has simply been perverted and subverted. Let us have dominion. Creation is the handiwork of God, and science is the effort of man to analyze and dominate what God has created. Supporting the scientific universal scope is what I told you a while ago, so don't look at the screen. It's time for test. There are 6 parameters that scientists have to work with in the universe. Only 6. But you need all of these 6. The first is, somebody help me out. Time. And you're not looking at the screen. The second is force. The third is energy. The fourth is space. The fifth is mass. And together they comprise information. You can go home and tell your parents or your grandkids, I want to tell you something about this universe. And you can say it's comprised of time, force, energy, space, mass, and information. But now, the Bible began with that. In the beginning, that's time. God, that's ultimate force. Created, that's the heavens, space, and the earth, mass, and that comprises information. All right, everybody got 100 on test today. In fact, you got a red star. To be scientific, a procedure must be, number one, observable. To be scientific, it must be observable. It must be statistical. You've got to put some math to it. You have to be able to count and get decimals in place. And it must be repeatable. To be scientific, you can't simply claim to have discovered something and you can't go back and discover it again. It disqualifies itself. Now, evolution's attempt at explaining the origin of life fails on all 3 counts. There is no evidence that it has ever been observed in natural spontaneous generation by laboratory experiments. Number 1, evolution, life originating, has never been observed. But I thought Francis Crick and his buddy discover the building blocks of life. They did. But I thought the science books said they went ahead to create life in a test tube. No, they didn't. They discovered the chirality, that is, each of those amino acids comprising the proteins, each one has a left and a right hand configuration. But they found that everything produced in their so-called life origins experiments has an equal number of left-handed and right-handed. Now, all living amino acids in those proteins are left-handed. And the technical literature states even one right-handed amino acid destroys the length. It destroys the whole thing. But they have 50% that. They have not created life in a test tube. And there are other problems they have with it. But number 1, there has never been observed a natural spontaneous generation on its own or in the laboratory. Number 2, there's no chemical formula that has produced life from non-life, no matter how elegant it appears on paper. They put the numbers on paper, but when you try it out, it's elegant, but it has never produced life. So it's back to 0. Number 3, there's been no repetition of any chemical assemblage producing life from inorganic compounds in the laboratory or otherwise. None. So evolution fails to be scientific. However, creation's explanation is scientific. Now, let's go back. To be scientific, it has to be observable, it has to be statistical, and it has to be repeatable. There have to be eyewitnesses to it. There have to be numbers put to it so you know where you are in relation to the norm, and it has to be repeatable.